Hello, leaders, and Happy New Year. I'm excited to be starting off this new year with you because it is going to be fabulous. So let me share my screen with you so I can share the ideas. Can you believe it's 2019? Oh my gosh, where does the time fly? Well, there's going to be three words I want to talk to you about today, and they are going to be, oh, they got stuck on me, so just give me a second and I'll replay. It's resolutions. One of those days. You ever have one of those days, folks? Resolutions, revelation, and revolutionary. You know, this is a new year and a fresh start. And at the beginning of a new year, this is the best time of the year for you to grow your teams. That's because people are ready for something new. They're ready for something different. And I'm not just talking about your team members. I'm talking about the world out there. This is the time of the year that they want this year to be better than last year. And that's when they start to make resolutions. Now, according to research, among the top resolutions, they want to get out of debt. They want to manage the debt that they have. They want to take a trip. They have a resolution to enjoy life a little more, help others. They want to find a new job or more family time. And Park Lane is their solution. So they are so open right now to talking to you about maybe this opportunity. So it's up to us to reach out to people. In the Week at a Glance, I gave your team members ideas and words to say, but of course it takes you as a leader to follow through and role play with them some of these words so they really have a true success at doing this. Now we look at the road of 2019. Where is it going to take you this year? Where are you going? Do you know where you're going? Do you know what your plans are? I know you all sit down and you write out your goals. But having success is more than writing your goals down. It's having a plan to back it up and then taking action on that plan. But here's the revelation. You already have the plan in place. It's known as the Rich Reward Club. If you follow this plan and help your team members take action, in fact, if you help every month 9 team stylist members reach 2,500 net and 1 recruit, your team can explode with new growth. 9 fashion stylists reaching 2,500 net. Now, when you talk about 2,500 each month, you know, that could be 4 to 5 average shows. It's doable. Or for some of you, it's 2 to 3 shows in a month. Or it could be 1 small fundraiser. But 2,500 is reachable in a month's time. But everyone can do it differently. Some can do it in private appointments. Some can do it in bigger shows, smaller shows, some in fundraisers. At the Sparkle event, you're going to learn all different ways of how they can reach 2,500 each month. But let's look at how 9 in 2019, if you help every month, a leader, let's take a division leader. If she herself is one of the 9 and she does 2,500 net personal sales, but she has 8 fashion stylists also reaching 2,500, let's look at the income for the leader, her personal income, and the monthly commissions. You take the sales bonus on top of that, the income monthly is over $4,600. That's a yearly base income of $55,000 just by helping 9 stylists every month in 2019 hit the 2,500 net. Now, if you have a bigger team and you want to hit 19 in 2019, here is your income potential. Again, let's take a division leader. Oh, got stuck. Let me just click it again. Couldn't handle the big numbers. A division leader, she's one of the 19 and 18 fashion stylists. The monthly income is over $8,300. Her yearly base, this is not even counting the Mercedes car bonus, is over $100,000 by helping 19 people on her team reach that 2,500. But that's done through mentoring. If you want your stylist to reach 2,500, it's done through mentoring, to motivate them, to coach them, to help them team build. And that you can do through power hours. This is where you make, it's called a power hour because you got to make every minute count. You tell your stylist that you're only going to talk to them for 15 minutes. That is it. And in those 15 minutes, if you made 4 calls at 15 minutes, you would have a power hour. Now, if you did 5 hours a week, 5 power hours a week, you can actually talk and mentor and coach 20 stylists. What a difference it can make to your team. Now, you may say, maybe you have a small team. Maybe you're just getting started as a leader or restarting. And your team may not be even at 20 people. This is where you really need to mentor your team. Those 5 hours are going to be even more critical to you to work with them on a weekly basis. And so what do you do during a power hour? Basically, you're thinking of what they had done last week. Say, tell me about your shows last week. You can either praise them for what they did or you can talk about what they can do about it. And then you talk to them. Did they talk to anybody about being a stylist? You can talk to them about what are their plans this week to grow, maybe fundraisers, but you're reaching a weekly. And then when you make notes every week. So when you call them the very next week, say, how did it go last week? How did your show go last week? You can talk about it. You can mentor them. Now this is revolutionary. I'm telling you, you can change your whole dynamics of your team by working one-on-one with people. And speaking about being revolutionary, wait till you hear the training and the ideas, and that's going to happen at Sparkle in February. I'm telling you, folks, especially as leaders, it'll be revolutionary for you. And again, we want our teams to be all wearing those ribbons with the ideas that I gave in the week at a glance. They can all hit at least 1 or 2 or 3 of these categories. Even if they didn't start and do anything until January, they can be a ribbon wearer. But you know, which Wizard of Oz character do you relate to? You're going to find that out at Sparkle. You're going to find out the personality character of each attendee. You're going to find out which of your stylists actually can excel at doing more shows. Which of your styles are better if they actually would do more fundraisers? And which of your stylists could achieve more if they added personal appointments? It all depends on their personality, and you're going to find that out at Sparkle. I'm telling you, it's going to be fabulous. Now, are you ready for the big reveal? Of course, you always are ready for the big reveal. And yes, you may be thinking of the jewelry, and it's going to be fabulous. I'm telling you, you always wonder, how can they make it better than the last catalog, but they have, and it's fabulous. But what I'm talking about, have you scheduled your team's big reveal event yet? We talked about this last month, but there's still time if you have not have your after convention big reveal event for your team. In the week at a glance, I gave them ideas, and this is in the network, of how to have a $5,000 in sales for January. But one of the key components in making this work is when she invites them by being a January hostess to the big event she's having in February. Now, yes, your team members can have their own events in their own area, but how much more powerful if you're close to some of your team members that you do it as a team. Therefore, you can then also honor the top hostesses, which can be your top team members for February and March. I also talked in the week at a glance about all the reasons why people want to do business in January. This is in the network as well, but you know, it takes more than just reading it from the network. It takes and helps you implement it. I talked in the week at a glance about sweetheart shows and how to book sweetheart shows, giving them the words to say. Then I challenged your team to do the 19 leads in 19 days for a fabulous 2019. Then I also challenged them to maybe fill out a second slip of 19 names. This is in your network. But as leaders, I'm going to encourage you to maybe have a challenge of your own, that even if they at least fill this out with names and numbers, you may put them in a drawing for something fabulous. And what they need to do to get in the drawing is not only fill this out, but to take a photo of their filled out sheet and send it to you. Why? Well, for several reasons. But one is, as you talk to them, as you mentor them on a weekly call, you can look at the sheet that they sent to you and say, well, did you talk to your 4 top hosts yet? What did they say? You can mentor her. And if she says, well, one said this or she said this, you can mentor on what you would have said. But more importantly, by having the names and numbers, you can even ask to partner with one of your team stylists that you're helping to grow to maybe the next career level of area. You might say, I'll tell you what, you want me to call them for you and talk to them about maybe offering the opportunity and invite them to an opportunity get together we're having in February or to next week's get together opportunity event. You could really utilize this. Can you imagine having the names and numbers, how you could help your team members in working with them on a one-to-one? This is golden for you. You know, folks, I gave your team members lots of ideas in the Week at a Glance that I hope, of course, I know you will, as leaders, review what I said and the words that so you can back it up. Because as their leaders, just having me hear it from me is not enough. It takes you as leaders to go over these ideas, implement them, role play with them, and then offer a fun challenge for them to actually do it. You know, it's time to unfold new pages and start a new chapter in your life because it is a new year and you want to really make it a happy new year. But here, let me share something else. I'm not only ready for a new year, I'm ready for sparkle. And as you can see behind me, you know, as you look down that road, you know, when you say follow the yellow brick road, follow it. If you just follow the plan I gave you of working, mentoring power hours, of helping at least 9 stylists to start with, hit that 25 net each month, just focus. You'll not only it'll be a revelation of how fabulous your team really and big you can make it this year, but when you attend Sparkle event and what you're going to hear as leaders, you're going to be glad that you worked. And I know you've been working hard at getting every one of your team members there and hitting your goal and beyond. But even more so, I implore you, because it is going to change take you to a whole new level. I can assure you that. So, you know, thank you for working so diligently at getting team members there. You know, when you treat it like a business, they will do more as a business. And I guess I'm so passionate about it because it was my first convention I went to that really showed me the big picture that this truly is a business. And yes, if that means they have to invest $1,000 or more, as God bless the people coming from overseas, from other countries, that they're spending $2,000-3,000 to come to convention because they see it as a business. They know it's a business. And so you'll get your money back and more. Tell your fashion directors, if they take what they'll learn at convention and implement it, they will get their money back and more. I can assure you it's going to be so much fun. So, and I'm off to see the wizard. So with that, I'm going to say thank you for joining today and God bless. Bye.